So, after the storm and the A-frame got broke when the wind got hold of the tarpaulin, and well, it was just a total disaster, I have to build a new A-frame with bits out of a skip. See what I finish up with.
Right, hello and welcome. We're back. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you're all right. Am I all right? Have we had a disaster? Was it serious? Not good news. Well, good news is good news. We're still here, we're still alive, and we're still breathing. No, what's happened with the boat? Well, nothing much really, apart from the fact we had a bloody great storm and we had a lot of wind. Now, as you know, I stuck a tarpaulin over my mast. The mast, as you know, my boat, my mast folds down from about 4 foot up in the air and goes to the back of the boat. If you look at previous, you'll see it. Anyway, I put a tarpaulin over it, covered the boat, so I've got a nice tent to work it. Absolutely wonderful. Tied it all down. It was beautiful. But the storm got hold of it, and it blew and it blew. Anyway, the tarpaulin got ripped to pieces. It is no longer a tarpaulin. I did buy a cheap one, I suppose. That's my fault. But unfortunately, because it was then acting like a flag on the mast, it lifted the mast up, smashed the A-frame to pieces. So I've got no A-frame at the back of the boat now. Right, the mast fell to one side. Right, luckily it was supported at the back, so it's done no damage to the mast, but we can't really tell. But of course, I've now lost the tarpaulin. I've now lost my cover. Well, let's just say a few tears were spent because I thought I'd solved it all. One thing I've now learned: don't ever put a tarpaulin on a boat because the wind will blow it off eventually. So that means we got jobs to do. I've got to build a new A-frame for the back of the boat, but we'll come to that in a minute. I'll show you what I found. As you know, I am a great recycler and upcycler, and I do things out of rubbish and make things out of... Anyway, I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. You'll be impressed. Not a lot, I don't think. So really, that's it. I've got to do that. We had a bit of a clean up. We had to, because the tarpaulin blew off the boat. All the rain came in. It filled up the bilge, so we emptied the bilge out. Not too much damage actually, but that was because the boats at the wrong. I did explain it all on a previous video. So while that happened, so never mind. So that's basically what we got to do now. So I'm now going to show you what else have we done in the boat. Oh, we've done the locker. I stripped all the lining out of the locker. We've done a little bit in the locker, so the locker's looking nice now. We've cleaned it all up. Hang on. Let's just put you on pause and we'll show you in the locker, shall we? As you can see, we've stuck that lining back on. But that lining there was totally ruined, so I put some of that little spready carpeting stuff on there. That's covered that. We've done the ceiling lining. We've cleaned it all out, put a nice bucket in there for bits and pieces. Yeah, so I'm pleased with that. The only thing, as I say, I've got to sort out is the A-frame. Right, so we've seen that. Now, so John asked, what does it cost to keep a boat at Wells? Well, fortunately enough, I've just had my new bill in for the season, and this is a lovely handbook they give you, explaining it all to you. How much it costs, and in here there's a thing in it. You can go on their website and it will tell you, but it's actually quite reasonable because you've got two fees. You've got the mooring fee and the harbour dues, right? Well, the mooring fee is for running, which is what I've got, a front and aft swing mooring. That's what I've got. That is £183 a year. So that's not bad, is it? It don't sound bad to me. Plus then I have to pay a harbour due, which is so much per metre. It's £38 per metre. I'm 7 metres, so if we call that 40, 4 sevens, 28. Plus that, I think it works out that I owe the harbour fee about £450 for the year. So I think to be able to keep a boat on the swing mooring is £450 for the year. I think that's reasonable. No, I don't have a complaint about that. So that's good. They do have an outer key here, which you can go up to a finger moorings. That's about £800 for the year. So that's basically how much it costs to stay here. But it's a nice book. As I go on their website, loads of information there. They have visiting. How much is visiting? Shall I tell you how much to visit a boat? £24 for the night. But if you visit with your own anchor, that's free. Yeah, stay up for a week for nothing. Just put an anchor out in the thingamajig in the run and yeah, they can stay there for free. So that's not bad, is it? So and the beauty of it is they're wonderful people. So nice, very helpful for a novice like me. So basically, so that's it. Anyway, I'm just going to show you my project. Yes, project of the year is to build a new A-frame, because I do need an A-frame at the back of the boat for when the mast comes down to support it. If ever I want to bring the mast down, it has to come back on the A-frame. But I'm going to put a permanent one up there, and I'll show you what I'm going to do right now. Right. Now, what you've got to realise is I'm upcycling and I'm saving the world. Not doing this job on the cheap. No, oh no, I don't do, no. Anyway, while I was taking some grass cuttings and bits and pieces to the local recycling centre, or tip, which we refer to it in the UK, is they had a load of old railing and brackets and look, joints and I looked at this stuff and I made a little offer, which they gladly accepted because the money goes to charity, and I came away with all these bits of metal. And I thought, I looked at it and I thought, do you know what? I can see an A-frame here for the boat. But not only an A-frame, but an arch. Yes, an arch at the back for the mast to come down, yeah, to do the sailing bit with the ropes that go out. And also, when I get technically minded, solar panels. Yes, so I can be self-sufficient. So I'm thinking, how can I do this? So I goes away and have a think, and this is what we've come up with. Yeah, you'll be amazed, because it might turn out to be an arch, an A-frame arch, or an arch A-frame. I don't know. Anyway, let's put you on hold, and we'll show you what we're up to. Right, we're at the back of the boat now, and what we've done is we've cut 2 lengths of this to the maximum out of the piece I can get. So these are the 2 long, which, believe it or not, it's about the right height for the A-frame. So what I've got to do now is figure out some way of fixing it to the back of the boat. Now, I don't particularly want to drill the boat or do any, so I would like something that is removable, which would be handy, wouldn't it? Because then if I do totally cock it up or it looks horrendous, I can just take it off, can't I? So, what it did come with was, I'll show you, the wind's hope it's not affecting the sound. But what it did come with was this bracket here. And I thought, you know, that is quite handy, that is, because I can stick that on the end of the pipe like that. There we go. Oh, you can't. Let me just turn you see what I'm doing. Look, I'm doing that now. So yeah, so I could stick that on there like that, you see. That would be good, right? And then we can, hang on, I'm in so is put it there like that, couldn't I? Then all we've got to do is find some way of fixing it. So what I thought of doing was putting a bracket on there, but then we got some way of fixing it up here onto this top one here, which could be a problem. So I went on Tinternet, right, and guess what we come up with? They obviously made the ideal thing to do it with. Yeah, so I'll show you. You're dying to see it, aren't you? So am I. So what I came up with what they came up with was these. Now it's exactly the same. It's a clamp which should take the big pipe that side and a little clamp that side, so that can go on the pipe there. Can you see? So that actually fit on there. Yeah. So let me just do that up for you. Yeah? Oh, that will fit there like that. Can you see that? Right. And then this one here can go like that into there, and it can fix on to there. Can you see that? And that can fit. Now, and the beauty of this is I can take it on and off. And I've not drilled no holes in the boat. I've just used this clamp up here. Now it's aluminium, so hopefully that won't. They're galvanised, so I know it's not stainless steel. It's not the prettiest job in the world, but it will do, right? Then all we got to do now is find some way of fixing it to there. So let me test it now. My first way of doing it, because you know I tend to use bits that are laying around, was putting a piece of wood there. So what I was going to do was put a piece of wood through there, like I remember now, yeah, like that, and then hold that on there with a couple of pipe clips, and then screw that to the piece of wood, right? But I carried on looking, and what we found, was I'm sorry, the camera switched off, so we're back. I don't know how much it's missed, but anyway, we've now test fitted this bit on here. I've only done it on finger tight, and as I did say, is that what I will do is when it's all done and I'll take it off once again, then give it a good old WD and a paint and a clean and everything, and cut all the ends off. See, then that bit will go on there. I'll tell you what. Let me just put this piece on here. Come on. Oh dear. Now, I keep cross-threading it. I do apologise, but we will try our hardest to I do apologise for that, for some unknown reason. Oh yeah, it goes on alright like that, but it won't go on when I've got it in the right place. Let's put it back, we'll try once more. Never give up. Alright. Washer. We've got a washer. We've got that. Let's try this one more time. So we don't look at it, we just do it with feel, shall we? I bet it go first time, won't it? Yeah, look at that. Don't look at it. Right, we do that up. Let me do anything fingers. See, so that one goes on there. That one goes up there. Right, now, so we'll put the pole up now, shall we? So the pole goes on there. Let's right. so there it is fitted. Let me turn the camera around and we'll just show it to you. Oh, where's the turny roundy thing? Oh, I don't think I can turn it round while. Let's stop it. Right, we'll show you. So what we've done, I don't know if you can see there now, is we've got that U bracket on there. Can you see, like that? And then we've got the big bracket there, which is that one. And we've got another U-bolt there, and then we've got the pole there, and it sits on the back of the boat like that, which is quite good. So what we're going to do now is do the one on the other side, and put that one on, and then we'll show it putting it together, shall we? Be interesting, wouldn't it? Anyway, back in a minute. Right, so we've now fitted the two poles on. As you can see, we've got one pole fitted there up to its bracket going up. Oh my god, it goes up a long way, doesn't it? It's only about, I think about another bracket there, and that's there. So all we got to do now is work out how to get the cross members across. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so it's looking good, isn't it? I think. Right, we're back now. So what have we done? Well, as you can see, we've added a cross member here, and this has gone across here to there, which is what it's done. It's squared it up, because when you come away and you look, we've actually got our bit at the top there, which is the top of the A-frame, which, when you can see where the sail bends, that's going to come and sit on there a treat. And it's looking quite good. Now, we've also what have we got left? Well, we've got two bits left over. Can you see them? These two bits here. Now, I don't know what to do, you know. Don't like to waste anything. What can we do with them? Any ideas? Anybody? If anybody's got any ideas what I can do with them two bits, on a postcard. I suppose I could use them for weights, couldn't I, or things? I know bits and pieces, but the beauty of it is this. How can I say? Let me just show you what else we've got. We've got one pole left. I can see it's only a short pole, but I'll tell you what it's going to be used for. And yeah, I know it's not stainless steel. I know, and it's not a job in the town. You know, it's not going to look the best boat in the yard. But then, you know, I've never thought of having the best boat in the yard. But look, as you know, the outboard sits in that in this cubby hole here. Let me just take it out for you. Let me just show you. Unlock it. Yeah, the outboard. Oh, I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Let me just lift that up. Put that over to there. Let's just show you. See, the outboard lives in there, and I was always worried. Do you know what? With my bad back, lifting that out of there was going to be a problem. But look, with this extra pole here, can you see? I can stick that in there like that. Yeah. I can see what we're looking at, can we? I can stick that in there like that. I can put an angle bit on there, a pole down, which I haven't got, and I can use that as a winchy, can't I, to winch the outboard out. I tell you what, this job has turned out to be quite good, isn't it? And look, there's the frame there, which is wonderful, I think. Then we can fit our solar panel. So there you go. From one disaster to a successful story. Is it a successful story? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But the beauty of this is the cost at the moment, believe it or not, is I've had to I just bought these two brackets here. I think they were a £5 each. So I've spent £10 so far on this job, and the rest of it is done. So that's quite good, isn't it? Really, I'm quite pleased with that. We're just going to have to put the rubber around these to protect around this bit here. So put some rubber around when I next take it out and put it all out. So what do you think? Mark's out of 10? I think Mark's out of 10, 8.5, don't you? Yeah, 8.5. Quality of workmanship, well, we give that 2, shall we? Does it look pretty? No, we give it a 0, shall we? I don't think anybody's going to say, oh, look at that. But there you go. I could have spent hundreds of pounds on an arch, couldn't I? And well, I've got to get some solar panels up there somehow, just with some brackets or something, can't I? I can fit solar panels on there, and then I've got my bit there, so I can lift, get a little winchy thing on here, and that can go down, and then I can lift the output out. What? I tell you what, worked out well, isn't it? Anyway, Bodger Ted. I should have to rename myself. I've been Ted the Sailor. I've been the Sailing Junkie. I've been a silly old sailor. I should be known as the Sailing Bodger Man. Bodger at sea. Bodger at sea? Bodger? It's got to be something like that. So anyway, the most important thing, as long as it works, which we will find out. I'm a bit concerned about. I'm going to have to put some type of thing up here, so when the mast comes down, it can rest on it. So I'm going to have to do some type of shoe or something there, so when the mast comes down, because I wouldn't want it to sit on there direct. Yeah, so there you go, folks. Anyway, sorry about the long time for the video, but you can see what we've been up to, can't you? So we'll say tatty bye for now. So as we always say, be good. Just show you the yard again. Still full up with boats. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Anyway, so be good, be happy. Most of all, be kind to those animals, wouldn't you? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have a nice cup of tea and some biscuits now. Be good. See you soon.